Hi everybody, it's your old pal Chuck, and we're back with another review. Today we're taking a look at the newly released, not even sure if these are at retail yet. This is the Minicon Weaponizer packs, Strongarm and Sawtooth. And these are a little bit different than the Minicon Battle Packs, which were released earlier in the year. In those cases, you had Commander class figures released with Minicons, Autobot Commanders, Decepticon Minicons, with armor bits for the Autobots that could either combine into a Minicon capture weapon or be worn by the figure. In this case, you now have the same Commander class figures, but with the new weapon Minicon that are Autobots that work together. Instead of the armor bits forming their own separate weapon, they attach to the Minicon, making a super weapon, as you can see here with Sawtooth. Now, one nice little thing I like about this figure that I think is really cool, if you notice, there's this little adjustable handle. The instructions don't point it out, but that actually, if you note, has different grip points. That's actually to peg into that hole, but also to peg into the hands of various figures that have different size peg holes. And we'll get more into that in robot mode when I show it off with Strongarm. But this is, like the previous Minicons, a one-step changer where you just flip the handle around, and there you get Sawtooth. Now, I should mention one of the legs is a little loose, so you might have to adjust it. But this is him in the armor mode. Kind of interesting. I kind of like it. It makes like a little trident, as you saw. You know, we'll show you what it looks like without the armor when we get into Strongarm's armor mode. But right now we're going to focus on Strongarm. This is the new mold of the Wave. The casemate is a repaint of Sideswipe in white. That's not supposed to be, but sort of is Red Alert. So, truck rolls very nicely. To get into the transformation, what you want to do, go ahead, flip the arms down, just like so. Go ahead, separate the front and bring it out to the side, just like that. Next, what you want to do is rotate the shoulders forward, and then that will give you the clearance to go ahead and pop open the side panels. Now, I should mention, when you get this figure in packaging, these are actually closed. So to finish the robot mode, you want to open them up like that. Go ahead, bring this roof piece back, and it'll just sit right there. This is a little tricky. The instructions show you, when going to robot vehicle mode, to peg the legs together first. That really doesn't work, because you kind of need a little bit of the play with the hips to get the feet to secure underneath, just like that. Unfortunately, on mine, the hips are a little loose, but it's really not anything we're not used to. And here's Strongarm in robot mode. I have to say, this looks a lot better in robot mode than the Warrior class version. Very solid, very nice. I mean, if you want to come in, great head sculpt here. We're going to get it to just to focus in there. Very cartoon accurate. I like how they work with the wings there. The hands don't have giant punching mitts. In fact, let's just, this will be the shot for the little header for the video. But as you can see, nice shade of blue the forearms, chest. Back here have a nice little metallic sheen. Ball-jointed shoulders. A hinge here at the arm leads into a ball-jointed elbow. Ball-jointed hips. And then swivel at the knees. All for the transformation. And you have a little waggle right there. So, all in all, a pretty cool figure. So we'll pause, and then I'll show you the armored up mode. Okay, so I went ahead and just removed the armor bits off of Sawtooth. We'll start off, this is the little chest piece mask. I do have to say I am quite relieved that the armor bits don't merge into their own weapon, because I was very concerned over time that they just didn't hold well together, like Optimus Prime's axe. And I think I had this right the first time. So, a little slot peg hole here. That'll slot in. We just did not hold well together, and you know, that really, I mean, it was supposed to be one of the play functions of it, but it just really wasn't fun. Okay, and this one always, this leg right here always tends to be a little stiffer going in. Now for the Sawtooth bits, you basically want the parts of the fins right there facing back. I will say the armor isn't as inventive as on previous figures. Now, also, it does have the basic little shiv there that was like the tip of the trident in the armored weapon mode that you can have a Strongarm hold. But you, of course, can also bring in Sawtooth. And again, just going back into the trident mode, here's what it looks like, you know, just normally. Now, one thing I've noticed since having it, besides that grip, a little grip right here, I think that's actually for the bigger figures that have open hands, like Strongarm. This one does have it, and can actually hold the trident there, which I think is a little more secure and a little more accurate. Plus, it'll help out getting two-handed poses if you want to go ahead and do something like that. But I kind of like the blue of the armor, even though I think I would have preferred maybe having these bits up on the shoulders and then something else for the forearms. But I can see, you know, they were limited with what fits on the actual Minicon, so that I can understand. I mentioned doing a two-handed pose, and unfortunately this is the best I can do. You can't use that secondary grip, but what you can do is use that grip that I was using in vehicle mode, and you get a little something like this. And I think that looks really cool. Unlike the earlier battle packs, I really don't feel the clear plastic is in danger of breaking. There are some danger points here with the legs that I'm worried maybe about a peg chipping or something, but just as long as you pull out and, you know, don't twist it before you're clear, you should be fine. Other than that, I really like it. I think by and large these sets with the Commander figure and the Minicon are a lot better than the Warrior class figures. The articulation's a little better, transformations are a bit more interesting, and overall there's a better play value. So I got this set off of Big Bad Toy Store. That's the only place I can find them right now. I'll be honest with you, I haven't even seen the battle packs hit saturation on, let's say, Amazon yet. So it might be a while before you can find these at retail. In fact, you might actually find them in a brick-and-mortar store before you find them online. Definitely worth a pickup. I know Strongarm is a favorite of the show, so a lot of people are going to rush out to get it. Definitely, don't pay overpriced, don't pay a premium, don't pay over retail for this, but fun set, and I'm curious to see what they're going to do. I'm more interested in the weapon Minicons just because they turn into something functional than I was in just the regular deployer Minicons. I'm also curious, are they going to re-release the figures from the battle packs with different armor like they're doing with Sideswipe and a new Minicon? Who knows? If they do an Optimus Prime in his new black and blue with white colors with a Minicon that turns into an axe, I'll pick it up. This is your old pal Chuck for Strongarm and Sawtooth. We will see you next time.